I'm Rob from Barefoot Gaming, and today we review the Andaseat Dark Knight Gaming Chair. A VR gaming channel doing a review of a gaming seat? I hope you're sitting for this. Crickets? Seriously? Alright, this is being done by Andaseat. That's the company that makes this chair, and they have lots of different chairs, but the Dark Knight is the only one we're reviewing. It's the only one they sent us. As far as I can tell, this is their most premium chair, so it's going to be a pretty epic build. Speaking of build, there's like an unwritten rule on the interwebs of anybody that's reviewing a gaming chair. They do an unbox and they do a build. Well, I will have you know that I did this in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Maestro, we need some epic music, and go! That was beautiful. Almost need a moment of silence, but I'm not giving you one. This is an 85-pound premium chair. So just upon delivery, I realized this thing is going to be a beast, and it is. It's got a deeper seat, a wider seat than most other chairs you find. It's 21 inches deep and 22 inches wide and 34 inches high. Now, I'm 6'1", and when I sit in this thing, I feel near Game of Thrones-ish. It really engulfs me, but I like it. It's also listed as supporting a dynamic weight, or like a weight with somebody sitting in it, of 600 kilograms. That's 1,322 pounds. I did the math. I did not test this. I did not stack all of my furniture on top of this chair, but that is what it's rated on their website. What's that? You want some boring specs? Let me throw some your way. This thing has an aluminum alloy, 5-star base with 3-inch casters made of PU material to avoid scratching up your floors. The bottom is ribbed for your pleasure. Not only is there a lifetime warranty on the frame, there's 6 years on all the rest of the parts. And by doing a little bit of research, that looks like a lot. I haven't seen other chairs do that. Maybe there are. Chair guys, if you're out there and you do, feel free to let me know. This thing is not inexpensive. I was gonna say cheap, but you can't say cheap with such a finely built chair. This thing is $429 US, $549 Canadian. Now, in the realm of gaming chairs, that's actually kind of only mid-range. If you look at, I'm not gonna name the other companies, but there are definitely cheaper, there are definitely more expensive. The shipping is free in the US and Canada, and they are located throughout the world. So if you guys are watching this in Germany, if you're watching this in wherever in Europe, Russia, China, they actually have depots available. You'll still just reach out to andaseat.com. I'll have their link in the description, but you'd have to deal with them directly in regards to what the shipping is gonna cost. So the Dark Knight comes in any color you like, as long as it's black. Ah! It's made of a soft PVC material backing, so it prevents scaling. Now, PU leather, or biecast leather as it's called, it'll often separate. I've actually got a couch in my theater where it's called scaling, where it kind of separates and you see like a rough edge to it. This was designed so that doesn't happen. It's also designed to prevent tearing, but really, you guys need to check your pockets before you're sitting down, because if you're sitting down with a knife or a pen in your pocket, I don't care what the material is made of, there's a decent chance you're gonna puncture it. Check your pockets, people. Now, I tested this with bare legs for you, our viewers, just to see how much of a stick factor there would be. And clearly you will stick in bare legs. So if you're wearing a dress, you're wearing shorts, this is not made of cloth, it's not made of actual leather, and you're going to stick. So public service announcement, please wear your pants when you are sitting in this seat. Also, this is made of a higher density foam. Now, they did that, at least according to them, based on the fact that they don't want this thing to deform over time. They want you to be able to use it and for it to look new for as long as possible. So that being said, there is a lumbar support that comes with it and a headrest. And if you look at the pictures, they look all kinds of funky. I haven't seen this design on any other gaming chairs, but, and this is a biggie, they're made of memory foam and they are crazy comfortable. When I first saw pictures of this thing and I thought, I'm not gonna be using that funky looking thing behind the head and I'm not gonna be using the thing on the back, I was totally wrong. Moving on, let's hit some of the features. This thing has 4 directional arms, meaning they move in and out, like side to side. They move up and down, they twist, and there's a weird little clip thing on the sides that you can slide them forward and backwards. It's really neat. This model also has a longer armrest compared to some of their others, but let's not talk about their others because they didn't send me those. I have the Dark Knight. On the one side, you have your height adjustment, like any office chair where you put it and your piston will drop down or lift you back up. On the other side, you have a lock, and that will allow leisure mode, as they call it, which lets you rock back and forth. So you can lock that if you don't want it to be able to move at all, or you can unlock it to give you more of a rock. And again, like most office chairs, it's got a knob on the bottom that adjusts for tightness on how easy it is to rock. As a side note, and I'm just putting this out there, I would recommend not putting the base on backwards. I know someone that did this, and it would be a great way to rock the chair unless you want to land on your face. So maybe make sure, follow the instructions all the way through and put it the right direction so you rock backwards instead of forward. Now, as this is hardware, we don't actually score it. However, it still gets the review, and that means pros, cons listed, and we are honest, this is not a paid review. Now, this is a big chair, so I happen to love that. I'm not a huge guy, 6'1" isn't enormous. If you have shorter legs, this chair is going to be too large for you. I'll tell you that up front. Now, maybe one of their other chairs might fit you better, but this one will be too large. As I stated before, this chair is also very firm, but if you don't like any level of firmness in your chair, not for you. Touched on the fact that it doesn't breathe. If you're in a hot climate, if you guys are in an area where it's always warm where you're at your computer, you may want to go with something breathable. However, if you go with something breathable and you sweat into it, you're gonna have to be cleaning it, whereas this thing can just be wiped off. So I don't know, you can list that as a pro or a con, but you should have that in mind. Now again, I have to reiterate, I have only tried this one model. I cannot speak to any of the others. Hint, hint. I would love to try out some of your racing colors. I like the different colors. This one, I mean, if you don't want black, again, this is not going to be for you. I think it looks super professional. I think with the lines and with the shape, I think it still looks sporty, if I can say sporty for a chair. And if you're not looking for a gaming chair, if the idea of a gaming chair isn't for you, clearly you're not going to like this. And that's all the cons I can think of. I personally, I love this chair. I've used it for over a week now, and it's crazy comfortable. The memory foam bits, which I did not think I would like, which I actually thought I would remove based on the pictures, I love them. I think they're fantastic. The armrests, the overall build quality, I really like this chair. I'm gushing, I don't mean to gush. And that's it, the review's over. I like the Dark Knight, and extra points for me never saying I'm Batman in a dorky Batman voice. I'm Batman. Dang it. Thank you for watching. I love hearing from you. I love it when you share the videos. Our fans are the best. Like, comment, subscribe. The only way you're gonna know when our videos are coming out is, well, I mean, you can look for us, but it's easier if you subscribe, because then, boom, you know when they're out. Thank you again so much for watching. Thank you, and a seat, and have a fantastic day. Talk to you later. See ya.